Hi beautiful, powerful creators. I'm Jenny Kazazla, founder of I M Bracelets, where we help you shift your mindset and know that you are the creator of your reality. Welcome to my channel. Before we begin, please like, share, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a video. Let's begin.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
This week we're talking Dr. Joe Dispenza. I just got back from a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat and I'm here to tell you all about it. Who is Dr. Joe Dispenza? Dr. Joe Dispenza is all into mind-body healing, quantum, epigenetics, brain-heart coherence. He's an author, a researcher. So let me tell you how I got into Dr. Joe. I was watching the documentary Heal a couple of years ago. I was watching it like anybody else watches a documentary, you know, like doing workout in between sets, being on my phone. And this man is talking about how he helped heal people's IgAs and elevated their IgA levels. The moment he said that, I was like, stop, pause, rewind, what? I have an IgA deficiency, and I've always been curious on if at any point in my life I would be able to increase my IgA to not have a deficiency anymore. I was intrigued. I got all of his books. I started doing his meditations, and I wanted to know, like, is this possible? His retreats are super popular. His retreats sell out within the first 15 minutes. It's mind-blowing. There's like 1,500 people that go to this retreats, and the fact that they sell out within 15 minutes is like, whoa. I was ready. Finger on the trigger. Moment registration opened up to get in, and I got in. Marco Island, January 2022. I had my Dr. Joe week retreat experience. So day one, registration day, you get settled, you see which group you're in, you're like, if you're in a study or not, you get your park, whatever you need, you get sorted out. And then that evening, Dr. Joe comes out, talks to everybody, kind of preps them on the week. You do a meditation, end of day. I was excited for my first Dr. Joe retreat. When I got there and you were in this big room and there was like 1,500 people there, I didn't know what was going on. There were like so many people gathered to the stage dancing. There was like strobe lights, a light show going on. The screens have music videos. I was like, am I at a concert? What's going on? It felt like these people were kind of waiting for like Jesus to show up on stage. I had my little judgment hat on. I've come to realize that the reason why they do that is because people are just automatically in great mood. They're automatically, vibration is being raised. Great place to be when you are sitting at a lecture, a meditation or anything, to be in this focused, positive, high energy state. Dr. Joe gets on the stage, the crowd goes wild. They're super like, whoa. He then walks us through the week of what's gonna happen. He's saying like a lot of people are gonna be healed this week. A lot of people are going to be healed. He kept saying stories like how some people have like come in wheelchairs and then left their wheelchair because now they're a walking person. And I was like, really? Like in 7 days, like they're just like from meditating. And part of me was like, but you do this work, like you meditate on the daily, like you're constantly manifesting and creating in your life. Like, why suddenly are you the skeptic? And another part of me was like, are these people plants? Like, they've come in wheelchairs and, you know, they act all sickly, and then by the 7th day, they're pulling their wheelchair off and walking and running and stuff, and, you know, give them the Academy Award. You know, I get it. I'm a trained actress. There was, like, this skeptic in me. I'm also there for healing. I went completely deaf in my left ear and was told I'd never get my hearing back. I regained 85% of my hearing. There is a small percentage that I would now like back, 15%. 15% is what I would love back to get my ear at 100%. Part of me was like, okay, like, people are gonna be healed, like, am I included in that? Like, I want to be included in that. I want to heal, but at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up, but that's where my expectations were going in. If a lot of people are going to be healed, put me in that category. I want to be in the healing category. He said, I need you guys to give me 100%. Can you go all in with me? And I was like, you know what? I can go all in. let me go out. You tell me what to do. I'm all yours for this week. Just tell me. We end the day with the meditation and get ready for going for the week. Day 2, I get there, 6 in the morning. He starts walking us through this special breathing meditation that he does. It's a pineal gland meditation. What you do is you breathe everything out of your nose, like breathe all the air out, and then you're gonna lock down your first 3 centers and lock those intrinsic muscles. And then you're gonna hold it until he says, breathe in. And then you're gonna, like a straw, like pull that energy up to all the centers, all the way up to the pineal gland. And you're gonna keep pulling, and keep touching and touching and touching the pineal gland. And that's pretty much bringing all this energy and all this oxygen to your brain. And then you're gonna breathe out. And then you're gonna do it again and again and again until he tells you, relax. That's my favorite part. When you're doing this, first of all, it's like an ab workout. Like I got a bear workout doing this than at the gym. I am really locking down my abs, really locking down those centers, and you're like cutting off your oxygen. You're like not breathing until he says breathe, and then as you're breathing, you're like pulling up, and then you just want to release. It's a lot of work. Half the time I can't breathe. I'm struggling to breathe. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I didn't know if I was doing any of these meditations right. I mean, I was listening to him. I was doing what he says. Was my mind wandering? 100%. I mean, my mind's wandering like 6 to 8 times a minute. And I had to keep going, focus, refocus, refocus. And he says no meditation is a bad meditation. So I guess I was winning. I wasn't having like a mystical experience. There was no like portal I entered or different realm or dimension I entered. None of that happened to me. I was just like happy to get through the meditation. I had no idea if I was doing this breathing right or not. I was following his instructions well, so there were some times where I just needed to breathe. I was like, I can't hold my breath much longer. I gotta let it out. Brings people to the stage to really show us. I'm not sure how much of a help this was. It was a little traumatizing. Before this happened, he was like, I just want to let you guys know that these people are not in any pain at all. I'm just going to show you what they looked like on stage as he walked through. I'm going to be both Dr. Joe and the people on stage. Pull the air out of your nose. Keep blowing the air out. Lock down the centers. Lock down the centers. Lock down. Lock and hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And pull. 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 And hop. Up, up, and hit that pineal gland. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and out. I thought these people were having a stroke. I didn't know what was going on the stage. I was just waiting for like foam to come out of their mouth. I was like, what is going on? My body's not doing that. My body is 100% not twerking out. It is just like this. That is as much movement as my body is doing. So I'm just like, oh my God, I don't think I was doing this right. I don't think I was doing this right at all. And they 100% look like they're in pain. I was so confused. This is weird. Like, I thought meditation was just like, I didn't know like you have to shake and stuff. There were some people on the stage that looked more like me when I do the meditation. They weren't, seizuring. So I decided to focus on them. I did understand the breath a lot better. So when it was my time to do it again, I really felt like I hit that pineal gland. Like, whoa. It was like my brain never had that much oxygen before. I had like serious head high. And then it went down to my body, like a body high. This head high though turned into like a headache. Like, I can't even explain to you how much my head was throbbing. That headache like lasted the entire day. So when we went to go and do it a third time in the last final meditation of the day, my body was like not letting me do it because it was in so much pain from the headache. And your body pulls you away from pain into pleasure. So the moment I went to do that again, they were like, oh, we remember that headache. We still have that headache. We're not doing that again. At night, that headache turned into so much more. Suddenly, my nose was getting a little stuffy. My head was throbbing at this point. My body was feeling a little clammy. Now I'm freaking out. And I got a roommate who I met on the Joe Dispenza app who doesn't know me. So I'm all like, oh my God, like, internally I'm freaking out, but on the outside you gotta play it cool because you got this stranger roommate that you're with, and you know, you want to freak her out thinking that you're sick and stuff. And am I sick or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I haven't gotten sick in years. Go to CVS and pick up like everything I possibly can to just, you know, help whatever's going on. Tuesday morning I was like, I could use the rest. Especially don't want to go if I don't know what's going on with me. So I'm going to skip the morning and just see how I feel and do. The weird thing though was that my body felt like fine. Like I didn't feel like exhausted. Like, you know, like when you're sick and you like don't want to move and you're like, you know, really feeling like achy and sick. I wasn't feeling that. And I was like done. I was like, I haven't been sick in years and I've traveled a lot. And haven't been sick at all. And I come to this event, and now I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He said people are gonna be healed. People are gonna be healed all week. It's like, what happened to me? So I was like ready to like get on a plane, end it, call it quits, and just go home. I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling good, and I just don't want to be here. Like, I'm done. My roommate forgot her garment bracelet. We were part of this meditation study, and we had to wear this garment bracelet, and I was gonna bring it back at lunch, but since I was all like, I'm out, you know, she decided I'm gonna come home for lunch to get the bracelet. She was like, why don't you just come back with me? Like, if you're feeling better, why don't you just come back with me, and if you don't want to be there or be around anybody, just go on the beach or something like that. But you know, you paid a lot of money to be here, why don't you just come? So I go. We do this meditation, and like, it was like suddenly things started to align and everything was opening up. My headache went away. Everything was just like, oh, feeling good. Still like a little down, but not, you know, it could have went south, but it's going north. It's going north, which is a positive sign. Also found out Tuesday that I'm in the Healy group. I am part of about 100 and something people out of the 1,500 people that are there that they are going to meditate on and help heal any underlying condition that they have. Now, if I would have went home, I would have missed out. Also, if I didn't show up and I would have showed up Wednesday, my spot would have been taken away because it's super popular. What a blessing that I got to go and be Healy. Now, I decided, let me start talking to people. The first couple of days, I was keeping to myself. I was processing everything and taking everything in. So let's start talking to people. And a lot of people have done this before. A lot of people that are on his retreats, this is not their first time. So as I'm talking to them about this being my first time, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, my body yesterday after that pineal gland, it was like the moment I hit that pineal gland and like my brain exploded, my body like shut down. And they were like, is this your first time? I was like, yeah. And they go, oh, that's normal. I was like, what? They go, yeah, like he actually did a whole like paper or study or article about it. It's called like the Dr. Joe Dispenza influenza or something. I don't know. It's like you develop flu-like symptoms when you get home or throughout it because your body is going through a biological upgrade. Right there, I had to like Google the article and read it, and I was like, oh my God, like this is me right here. Like this is it. It made me feel great, like knowing that like technically my body, even though it's going through its changes, is like going through a biological upgrade. I'm healing and, you know, raising my energy, my vibration, and it sounds cool. Now I'm excited. I don't want to leave. I'm all in. Wednesday morning, we do our walking meditation. This was really cool. Hands down my favorite. Because you're also learning how to be conscious while awake. So you're not just like closing your eyes and meditating, which is, you know, easy to be within yourself. Now you're working on being conscious and being in the frequency that you want while being awake and walking and, you know, living life. If I was someone staying at this hotel and like hanging out on my balcony watching this, I would 100% be recording this, uploading to TikTok, and it will go viral within an hour. It was bizarre. First of all, there's 1,500 people. Dr. Joe told us 6:30 in the morning, join us on the beach. You're going to do walking meditation number 6. So you bring the headphones, you bring your phone, you hit play, walking meditation number 6, you listen, and you do what he says. If you like get there at 6:15, you could start. If you get there at 6:20, 6:30, 6:40, 6:45, in the ballpark of 6:30. Now picture like 1,500 people going onto the beach. You're hitting play. And you stand there at first. You stand there, eyes closed, and he goes through this meditation with you for like 20 minutes. And then he says, open your eyes. And now start walking like you are that person. So then you start walking like you're that person. You're walking and walking, walking. Picture like if one person starts at 6:15, one person starts at 6:20, one person starts at 6:21, 10 people start at 6:25. So like you see everybody standing, and then one person starts walking, and then another person starts walking, and then 10 people start walking, and then more people start walking. And then throughout the walking, you stop again. And then you just stop where you are and close your eyes again and stand and do it again. And then you walk again. And then you stop again. And then you lay down. So it was just funny to watch 1,500 people like standing and then walking all at different times in their own little world and their own little trance. And then suddenly like falling and laying down on the sand. Hilarious. I love the walking meditation. There were some people that were like stroking out. Part of me was like, I want to switch bodies to really understand like what is going on there, where they're like really like twerking out. Part of me was like, I want that experience. Like I want this twerking out experience. Like, are they hitting another realm? Are they like getting a mystical experience? What is going on where they're doing that versus my body, which is just like boring and just like walking and doing some normal thing. The other part of me was like, they look ridiculous. What is going on over there? Day 4. This is where I got to experience the Healy part. So as a Healy, you lay down on the floor, and there's 4 chairs on one side of you and 4 chairs on the other side of you. So there's going to be 8 people around you that come in and follow Dr. Joe's meditation and instructions and like, you know, send love, energy, healing, gratitude, all that to you. And me as a Healy is just supposed to lay there in receiving mode, which I was extremely grateful and excited for. And also, none of these people know what's going on. They don't know my underlying condition. They don't know anything that's going on with me. When I was down in the receiving mode, I'm focusing mainly on my hearing. I've always wanted 100% hearing on my left-hand side. That's what I've been striving for since I've lost my hearing. And I'm really proud of how far I've come. But I'm not stopping until I hit 100%. So as I'm laying down and they're doing the meditation, my left ear is in so much pain. So much pain. There's energy I'm feeling in my head. I'm feeling energy in my heart. And it's like both shooting together and pushing outside of my ear. It was such a cool experience. Such a cool experience because, like I said, they don't know. They don't know what's going on. The energy could be felt at any part. The pain could be any part of my body. And yet, everything was in my left ear. It was cool. Obviously, after that, like, I had to, like, put in my earphones and, like, test it out. Very disappointed because it didn't happen. But it was a cool experience nonetheless. It was weird, though, when it was all over because there's like 8 eyes staring down at you because they're like sitting in a chair and you're laying on the ground. And like, I didn't know what to say or like, you know, I mean, like I was grateful, but like, and some people are like very emotional. Like some people were crying over you and they asked to hug you. They were like, can we hug you? And part of me wanted to be like, listen, like I'm not dying. You know, I've done 85% of my healing work on my ear. I just need you 8 for the other 15%. What I heard from the healers was they had to go outside, meet on the beach, and at the same time hit play on their phone. They had their headphones in, hit play on their phone to sync up. They had 1,300 people had to literally become one. And there was like a person out there that waved a white flag, and when that white flag went up, they hit play, and 1,300 people then followed this meditation. These people were like, all one. The eyes were closed. The moment they said eyes open. When they said take a step, 1,300 people took a step. It was mind blowing on how in sync they literally became one. And I definitely felt it. 100% felt it. And we did that 2 more times. So I got a total of 3. And all 3 times, all the energy was in my left ear. And it was wild. It was really, really cool. The rest of the times we get to know people, enjoying the lectures, the meditations, Nothing crazy happened to me. I didn't have any mystical experience. I didn't have this healing story at the end. The last day, Dr. Joe starts bringing people to the stage who had a healing experience. Okay, Dr. Joe was like, people are going to be healed. And I'm all like, are they? Like, what's that? Okay, I want to see this. Well, there was this gentleman there that came in like a walker wheelchair type of thing. I seen him walking on the beach and stuff with his walker and everything. The last walking meditation we did, I filmed it because I was like, mind was blown. This gentleman, like, he was just watch my video that I filmed. He's walking on dry sand, which is not easy to do at all, by himself, with no help. My mind was blown. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, and I was like the only one there. So this guy wasn't impressing anybody. He wasn't like, he had nobody to impress. It was just me. Everyone else like at breakfast. And I'm watching this guy like walking. And I'm like, oh my God, like people are being healed. Whoa. Whoa. Dr. Joe brought people to the stage Saturday that also had a healing experience. A woman who came with crutches and a wheelchair who's leaving it, and you seen her like run onto the stage and jumping up on the stage, and she's like, I couldn't do this a couple of days ago. The one that really hit home for me was there was this lady there who came with hearing aids. She came for a mystical experience. She didn't come for a healing experience, and she had both. She had a mystical experience and her hearing. She didn't need the hearing aids anymore. She could hear. I started crying a little bit. I was like, I want that. Like, I want to be her right now. I want that experience. Definitely, like, went into a little victim, why me, why not me mode. Then I had to just surrender and let that go and, like, send love and gratitude to her and love and gratitude to myself for this amazing experience. Just learning to surrender, learning to let go, and learning to know that it's all here. And he was right. People were healed. And they were not plants. They were real human beings that were healed. Though I didn't have my healing experience, though I didn't have any mystical experiences, I had a great time. I highly recommend anybody that ever gets a chance, go to a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat. And that was my experience at a Joe Dispenza retreat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video. Again, I'm Gina Kazaza from I M Bracelets. Love and light.